So in this video, we're ready to extend our discussion into writing equations for lines, again, typically in the default form of slope-intercept form. But the given information today is going to be two ordered pairs. So all I know is that I have two known points on the line, identified by their ordered pairs, and I'm going to have to find a way of writing the equation in slope-intercept form from that information. So without a doubt, what's going to be the first step in the process is that we're going to have to use those 2 points and to find the slope. So don't forget our slope formula. Whoops, there I go again. My screen always jumps on me. We're going to find the formula, or we're going to use the formula of m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that's always going to be our starting point. But before I even start that, what I'd like to do is to quickly size up what information might be given to me in my ordered pairs. If one of my ordered pairs is recognizable as a y-intercept, then I'm going to go directly into using y equals mx plus b. Okay, and I'm going to consider that option A right here, where I'll use y equals mx plus b. And if neither of my ordered pairs is the y-intercept, I'm going to go to option B, in which I'm going to use point slope form as the way of getting to my final equation slope-intercept form. Now don't forget from past videos, we can stick exclusively with y equals mx plus b, and even over here, even when I don't have my ordered pair being a y, one of my ordered pairs being the y-intercept. Okay, so, but you're going to see that I emphasize more and more the value of point slope form for entering into getting an equation into some other form, in this case, slope-intercept form. Okay, so don't forget though that if we have a point that is going to be a y-intercept, it's going to be because it's in the ordered pair 0, comma y. So right away I can see that right here. So this is my y-intercept. This is my b value. So that tells me right away I can go to option A with this. Okay, so this is going to be option A. Oops, let's make this a little neater. That's going to be option A because I know that B is given. I know that B is given. So first thing I'll need to do is to find my slope. So let's see, don't forget this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Let's quickly find our slope. M equals, let's see, that's going to be 8 minus 2 over 0 minus 3. So our slope is going to be 8 minus 2, which is 6 over negative 3. Our slope is going to equal negative 2. From there, because I know my b value, I can go right into y equals mx plus b. Okay, so I know my m. There it is. I'm going to substitute that in. So I'm going to say negative 2 x, y is equal to that. And I know my b value. So I'm just going to say plus 8. And that's it. We're done. Quick and easy. So when we're lucky enough to have one of the ordered pairs provided to us as being the y-intercept, we quickly have to find the slope, which we've done. And then we just have to substitute that solved slope along with the given b value from our y-intercept and be done with it in slope-intercept form. Our second option, our second example is going to require, or it's not going to require, but I'm going to choose to use option B because my b value is not provided. Okay, so our b value is not provided. But once again, I'm going to have to start by solving for my slope. So m equals, let's see, it's going to be 1 minus negative 2, 1 plus 2 over 4 minus 3. Let's see, that's going to give me 3 over 1, so m equals 3. Here now we're going to have to, or we're going to want to jump into point slope form. So what I'm going to do is obviously substitute my m value with 3. And technically I can use either of these two ordered pairs. I think we've talked about that enough in class, but I'm just going to work with the first of the two ordered pairs. I'm going to substitute that in as my x1, y1, because I already have it labeled as such. So let's see, I'm going to say y, if my y1 value is -2, it's going to be +2 here, equals, whoops, let's try that, +2 is equal to my slope of 3, parentheses. I'm going to say x minus my x1 value, 3. And now I'm just going to take this equation through and to simplify it. So let's just double check. Y minus -2, y plus 2 equals the slope of 3, x minus 3. So now let's simplify by distributing 3x minus 9, y plus 2 is equal to that. Subtract 2, get the y isolated, and y is equal to 3x minus 11. And once again, we are done and we're in slope-intercept form. Okay, so you have two methods. Again, we're trying to emphasize the value of each formula given the circumstances. And when the b value is given to us, I feel it's quicker and easier to go right into y equals mx plus b. When a b value is not given to us, I find it's just more efficient to go through point slope form and to simplify the equation. So what I'd like you to do is to wrap up and do both of these problems by writing the equation slope-intercept form. Try to stick to the methods that we use. So when b is given to us, it looks like in option A it is, use y equals mx plus b. And when b is not given to us, when the y-intercept is not given to us, try to go through point slope formula and simplify through. And then we'll talk more in class tomorrow.